Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today we are back with another discussion video. This time around, we're going to be talking about Sword Art Online, which I don't really talk about anime that much on this channel. I think I've mentioned like what I've watched and what I've consumed, but like other than what I've talked about, like I don't watch much anime. But I want to talk about Sword Art Online, and more specifically, I want to talk about what I want from a Sword Art Online game, like an actual video game, you know? And it's so aggravating to see like these Sword Art Online games come out, and then for them to just be single player anime slop. That's what they all are, and I'll die on that hill, man. I will die on that hill that like every single Sword Art Online game that has come out is anime. It's anime single player slop. And like I'm not looking for like a Genshin Impact like Sword Art Online game, you know? I'm just looking for something. I don't know how else. We'll talk about it. But before we get into the game part of this, all right, listen, we got to talk about the show, the anime itself, because I have an issue with Sword Art Online. I love Sword Art Online. I love the story that's told. I more appreciate the story of Kirito and Asuna in real life, and I feel like that would go well as an anime on its own, you know? But the one thing I don't like about Sword Art Online is they do not know when to end the anime. Like, they're on the I think it was, what, Alicization or whatever it was called? That should have been the end of Sword Art Online. That should have been it. It should have been done. Because, like, it's so funny. Attack on Titan wrapped up its anime, and it had a really good ending. I liked it. I approve. You know? It's done. And that's all that needed to happen. But with Sword Art Online, it's silly. They had everything perfectly wrapped. Everything was done. And then they're like, okay, but what if Sword Art Online was in space? You lost me. I don't think I need to watch this. I'm probably not going to watch the show anymore. I don't know. But they do not know when to end Sword Art Online. Like, I don't know how they're going to wrap the show up if they do decide to end it. I just think they need to stop working on it and work on something new, you know? But, like, that's my problem with Sword Art Online right now, is, like, I love the story of Kirito and Asuna, but like, what are we doing? Just end it. Just end it. It's done. There's so much story that's been told. Like, you do not need to keep going. I feel like Alicization peaked, and then, you know, the writers are like, no, we need to do space. But like, Sword Art Online has always been it's been a show about an MMORPG that's on the ground. Why are you going to space? It doesn't make sense. I'm just going to forget that space was ever a concept. And if they decide to do it, well, that's unfortunate. But like, it's done, you know? The anime's done. I in my mind, this is done. This is done. There needs to be nothing else. What? They're on like, that was, Alicization was season 4? Like, Attack on Titan, it's done. Castlevania, the other anime I've watched, is done. What are we doing? You know? It's so silly, man. It's ridiculous. But moving on to the more important thing, the game. What do I want from a Sword Art Online game? And I think it's really simple, but it would be, I think it would cost a lot of money to make. But I think what a Sword Art Online like game needs to be is like a realistic MMORPG. And I will die on that hill, man, because like the show, it's about an MMORPG that you get locked into. That's what it is. That's what it's about. And these are like real people in real life, like battling these demons. And if they die in the game, they die in real life. I'm not saying like, you know, you need to do like the VR stuff and all that sort of stuff. Like, no. Don't get crazy with it. We're not getting psychotic here, but like, there just really needs to be a Sword Art Online MMORPG that is realistic and not with that anime slop art style. It doesn't need to be a single player game. It needs to be the complete opposite. If we get a realistic MMORPG, we're good. That's what I want to see from like a new Sword Online game. If that ever happens, I will play it. But if it never happens, well, then I'm never going to play a Sword Art Online game. And I wish I could, you know, that's the whole thing. And it's just like, it's awful that they keep putting out like anime slop single player games. And every time they do, I'm just like so disappointed because like I know what could be, but like they're just never going to do it. They're never touching it. That genre, they're never going to do it. Which is so weird. It's just like, dude, do an MMORPG already. Don't do a single-player game with anime slop. It's just dumb. If you had, like, I don't know, the only game I'm going to use as a description for, like, what realistic could look like, New World. That's, like, the only thing I could think of. Not like World of Warcraft, because that's, like, more fan... I don't know. That's... I don't know. You could use WoW as, like, an example, but, like, I do think, like, New World... Just like a realistic MMORPG, I think could go over really well than just like an anime slop shader styled game. That's my thoughts on it. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking this, but I think it could go over really well. I think it could. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just like, I really do want to play a Sword Art Online game, and it just like, it seems like it's never going to be what I want it to be, you know? It's just gonna be the same slop they keep putting out. But anywho, I'm gonna call the video here. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.